Good afternoon, YouTubers. Thank you for tuning in to my latest video. Apologies again, it's been about 3 or 4 months since my last video. Mad kind of going through Christmas and New Year and the build up to it, family life and work. I just didn't have a chance to kind of give you an update. Plus there probably wasn't really a lot going on with the tank up until the past couple of weeks. So I thought I'd use this opportunity now to give you a quick update about some of the major changes in this tank. Some of my plans have massively changed due to a couple of nice surprises I got for Christmas, which we'll go into a bit more in a minute. But yeah, overall kind of change really. This tank was always going to be a soft and LPS system, but my wife got me as a surprise this new light for Christmas, the AI Prime HD. I had no idea I was getting it. Kind of always one-to-one, but obviously because of the cost of them and stuff, I couldn't really justify it, but the missus got it for me, and obviously that opened up a new world to me in terms of what I can keep in this tank. So I thought I would go for it and dip my hand into SPS corals. I had to make a few adjustments to the water parameters, mainly because I had them set up for kind of LPS and soft. By that I mean I had my nitrate at around 3 to 4, phosphate was about 0.01, salinity was down a bit by about 0.024. So I just wanted to obviously adjust them to kind of like optimal levels for SPS really. So what I did is I upped the salinity up to 1026, got my nitrate down to below 1 part per million using no POX, which I've always used, and I got the phosphate down to 0.02. What I've done as well is I actually bought the full Redsea reef care program. I'm going to cover that in the next video, because basically I do minimal water changes on this tank now. I haven't done a water change for 6 weeks, but I dose regularly using the Redsea reef care program. I haven't fully implemented it yet though. I'm still using calquatter at the moment, but when I start noticing the calcium and alkalinity really depleting, that's when I'll revert to the reef care program. But just going into it then, show you some of the SPS frags. I've got a couple of Montipora digitata corals. One of them's actually bleached out. That second one there just behind the red one. Not really too sure why. I think obviously the lights potentially, and I've got a little stylophora at the back there quite high up close to the surface, and I've got this one here which I don't have a clue what it is, but it seems to be okay. Apologies for the blue light, by the way. Look, tank's looking more blue than what it actually is. So I'm just going to give those 4 or 5 frags just a kind of a few weeks to see what kind of happens with them. They're only cheap, they're only a £5 each. If I see some growth and obviously see them thriving, I'm going to buy more to kind of fill the top part of this kind of rock structure. Again, going back to kind of the adjustments I made, this rock structure is actually different. From my previous videos, I had it obviously quite low down the tank. I've built this kind of one kind of bommy now, kind of coming up to the surface, and that's where obviously where I wanted my SPS corals. The finger leather coral has ended up there as well, and he absolutely loves it under the new light and kind of this regular kind of daily dosing of kind of calquatter and the planned ABC, which I did use for about a week, but because there was very little coral in there, the calcium's actually going up to about 500 rather than being used, because there was no hard corals in here, so that's why I stopped it for a while. But yeah, really happy with it. Love the new AI Prime light. I've kind of set on a setting for it now. That's the problem you see with these lights, because they're so controllable. You can never decide kind of what you want to set your lights to. But if anyone is interested in kind of what I'm using at the moment, let me know, and I'll let you know kind of what settings I've got my channels adjusted to. I have got them quite low at the moment, just to give the corals a time to adjust to it, and obviously I'll be ramping them up again. But like I said, if you want to know what they are in detail, let me know in the comments, and I'll publish those details to you. Not much change in the sump, still using all the same equipment. I've just recently changed the raw phos out of the reactor just for some carbon. I'm hoping I can kind of get my phosphate now, it's literally down to minimal on the cyanobacteria, which I was struggling with the past few weeks, is gone.